Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. This is Alan Bostic, the Poker Shaman, streaming to you from the Poker Dojo in Oakland, California. I just discovered that I hadn't been streaming. I am 8 minutes into a cash game play and explain session, playing 2 tables of 100 no limit on Bovada. After a break, when I finish that hour-long session, I will be playing 3 hour-long sessions of 4 tabling on Bovada for a volume grind. It's new year, new format, all cash game. Pocket sixes in the big blind. The hijack has opened. We are defending. And Jack, Jack, 5, 2 clubs. We have the 6 of clubs. We're checking and evaluating. A lot's going to depend on the size of their c-bet. They check behind. Queen of diamonds on the turn. We have no incentive to bet. And we have a good chance of having the best hand right here. The 5 of diamonds pairs the board a second time. We beat any ace and not much else. 8 deuce offsuit. Our hand holds up. What did they open with? They opened up with ace 7 of diamonds. Perfectly reasonable, but let's take a note anyway. Folding the king 7 in the small blind to an open. Folding the queen 7 to an open. We have ace 10 spade clubs on the button on table 1. And we are opening that. And the raise gets through. 6-4 offsuit and the cutoff is a fold. Pocket 3s in the cutoff. That's an open. If this player had been dealt in, it would have been the hijack, but no. It's the cutoff. We open and we got a walk. 7-6 offsuit in the hijack is a fold. Ace tray offsuit in the hijack is a fold. Jack 8 clubs in the big blind. That's quite defendable. Get a walk. Ace tray suited in hearts in the small blind. The ace 6 offsuit in the low jack is a fold. If it's folded to us, we are opening. Otherwise, we are dropping out. This player's first hand. We fold. They 3-bet. It gets through. Ace deuce offsuit on the button is not in the ranges I play. Ace 5 offsuit in the cutoff is also a fold. King deuce in the hijack Queen Jack offsuit spade club in the big blind, table 2. Eight, 4 offsuit in the big blind is undefendable. This clown has open limped again. The Queen Jack got a walk. We are checking our 8-4. And 3 10s is the flop. We've got none of that. We are not doing anything with this. Deuce of diamonds on the turn, no help to us. We are checking. We have over here 3-4 suited in the small blind, an open and a flat call. We're not doing anything with that. We're checking over here one more time. Take a note on this player's having completed their small blind versus a cutoff open limper. That's extremely weak. 10-6 offsuit's going to be a fold. Queen 6 diamonds on the button, table 2. We are not going to call an open. We're not going to play against an open. 9-5 offsuit cutoff, table 1 is a fold. So I am changing my game around to playing higher volume of cash games, dropping out tournament play, even though tournament play is apparently what gets played on Twitch, because I want to put my growth emphasis on cash games, and that means leaving tournaments behind, unfortunately. Queen 8 suited hearts in the hijack. It's open ahead of us, so we fold. Pocket jacks in the cutoff, table 2. We are opening that. Jack of hearts, jack of diamonds. So I'm hoping to be working myself up to streaming 20 hours a week in 1-hour chunks, 5 days a week. Streams are better if they're uninterrupted, but my poker, this person 3 bets to 8. We are not 4 betting. We are not folding, so we flat. 7-4 is not defendable. King high. And they bet half pot. And I don't see the point in continuing. Queen 6 offsuit is a fold. Pocket jacks again, this time in the low jack. 3-betting this time because we're out of position. And the 3-bet gets through. Ace-Jack offsuit, spade, diamond on the big blind. Mandrulia says, I think you'd earn more per hour in cash. That is correct. And we are 3-betting this. We are going to... 10-8 is folding. I'm pulling something like 11 big blinds per 100 out of cash games. And last year I ran my numbers and I lost money in tournaments. Not a huge amount, but it was negative. So I had a positive online poker year last year because I did quite well in cash games. So that's part of the switch to cash. 7-5 offsuit. By the way, Mandrulia, thank you for showing up. I appreciate the watch. Appreciate the chat. Okay, 8-7 offsuit on the button. There's an open ahead of us. We are folding. It's an easy fold. Queen 9 offsuit and the low jack is not an open. King 4 offsuit is not an open in the cutoff. Check one thing, bring this down. Against a button open, Queen Jack suited is a 3-bet, so that's going to be 4x to 10. Oh, there was a flat. And because of the extra money and it's close, if it was just heads up, it's a fold. Just been studying my blind versus button defending range, and it's definitely a 3-bet and it's definitely a fold. Heads up, the extra money, dead money from the small blind is King Deuce in the hijack is a fold. If I had sized up 5x rather than 4x, if I had noticed that the small blind had flatted, that was a brain fart on my part. King Deuce offsuit is going to be a fold. If I had noticed the flat, I would have sized up to 5x and things might have been different. But their 3x 4-bet is bigger than it needed to be, and it was a nut in. Even if I'd been tempted to play otherwise, it was incentive to fold. You don't need to make your fold bets very big. You can make them 2.5x, 2.2 to 2.5x. But I'm just, whether I'm in position or out, I just make it 2.5x. Heads up. Ace queen suited on the big blind, suited in spades. We'll see what happens. Queen jack offsuit in the cutoff. We'll see what happens. Obvious 3-bet. Fold to the hijack open. 3-bet gets through. 7 deuce offsuit in the small blind is a fold. It's 128. I have been playing for 24 minutes and streaming for 16. 10 deuce offsuit folding. And I have room to take a breath. Update my reads. 2116. It's yellow. $29.21. Yellow. 1818. 2921. Folding to 4-3 offsuit on the button. 2214, 2219, 2519, 2214. Marginal, but I'm keeping it at green. 3331. That's kind of wide. I might upgrade them to red. Jack 9 suited in the low jack is an open in the ranges that I use. This person flats their button. 3 players. We have third nut flush draw and backdoor straight potential. We are not betting because we have a player out of position. Calling that half pot bet. That gives us a gut shot to a queen. Backdoor club draw going. And we get there. Folding the 10-5. King 8 suited in diamonds on the big blind. Seven-5 offsuit in the hijack is a fold. We get a walk with that big blind. 10 deuce clubs. We're not playing that. This player has a very short stack now, and they are in the process of flaming out. And they hit a lucky flush. Jack deuce offsuit, hijack or low jack? No, hijack. Button, cut off, hijack. This player's not dealt in. Queen 8 offsuit in the big blind, table 2. Eight deuce offsuit, cut off is a fold. And this is playable. Overcard and backdoors, we are checking behind. Gut shot to a 10 now. Let's check and realize our equity. We block a bunch of straights now. We blocked all sorts of nut combos. We have reason to think that they are aggro. And it certainly worked this time. 5-3 suited against a hijack open. I think it's a fold. King 8 on the button. Folding the 10-5 offsuit in the small blind. We'd fold it anyway, but certainly to an open. And I'm going to continue with a third pot. And the King 8, Queen 4 offsuits to fold. We take it down, our nut flush draw. Pocket 8s in the cutoff. Opening. Jack 7 offsuit in the cutoff is a fold. The pocket 8s open in the cutoff gets through. Ace deuce offsuit in the hijack is a fold. Ace 9 8. Oh, we're not in the hand. We can just pay attention. It's about 3/4 pot. Ace 7 offsuits a fold in the low jack. 9-3 offsuit in the hijack is a fold. Ace 7 heart spade in the big blind. not enthusiastic about playing against an early open, but here, neither the button or the small blind, I'm definitely playing mid-open. But not against a 3-bet, a 5x 3-bet. King, Jack, spade, club in the big blind. 9-5 suited in. That's a fold. We're calling this. We have the king of spades. We have no heart in our hand. And we're checking back. Delayed c-bet. I see no point in continuing. It's like 3/4 pot. Folding the jack deuce. Queen deuce offsuit's an obvious fold in the small blind. King 4 suited in clubs on the button. To the cutoff, 9-5 offsuit in the cutoff is a fold. Folding the king 4 to a cutoff open. Standard, 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 fold, fold, fold. King 5 offsuit in the, or folding to an open. Nine deuce off is a fold in the cutoff. And 9 offsuit's going to be a fold in the low jack. Five off, fold, hijack, 5-4 offsuit in the big blind is undefendable. Eight, 7 offsuit, low jack, unplayable. 9-7 offsuit in the small blind, I'm not going to bother. So my plan is to ramp up my play so that By the end of the month, I am playing 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, or 20 hours more or less per month. Folding the 5 deuce to open. 9-7 is very openable on the button. It's not openable in the low jack. Ace 10 offsuit in the small blind. The 9-7's open gets through. There's this weak player's open means we're folding. 7-3 offsuit is a fold. So this week, the first week of the month, first week of the year, I am playing 2 days of 4 hours per day with time in between for various sorts of tasks, study tasks, administrative tasks, life tasks. King 10 offsuit on the button, Jack 5 offsuit in the low jack is a fold. We're folding to the cutoff open. This player has been opening more in the cutoff than to entertain the notion that maybe they're opening wide. Early percent 20, mid position 11, cutoff 60, button 40. Pocket 8s in the hijack. We are 3-betting. Queen Jack offsuit in the big blind on table 2. Backdoor straight potential. You're calling the open. And we flop middle pair on table 2. Our c-bet gets through. Pocket 8s again. In the low jack this time we open. We are flatting that very small. That's not the best card for us, although it does give us a gut shot to a 10. And now they size way up, so we're going to fold. Calling here. It's a large bet. We're not going to play for stacks, so we're going to fold. Ace Queen offsuit in the button versus a low jack open. The ace 3 is going to be a fold even without an open. We are defending. We flop top pair, good kicker. We have no diamond in our hand on this ace jack 4 two-tone board. That ace means it's unlikely that they have an ace. We are going to check, folding the 10-4. They check behind. We're going to bet a third pot. Try to get calls from weaker pairs. We're good. They had pocket nines. Folding the jack deuce. Folding the jack tray. Folding the ace-7 multi-way, folding the queen deuce. Actually, that should be an open. I misread the situation. Want to look at the hand history. Ace jack 4. Ace 9 is an open. We're folding the king 9. We're folding the 8-7. This is narrowing to yellow. Green. Come on, I want to get the note. Here we go. 17-9. That's green until 2-11. 40-38. They are trending red. 66 hands, that's pretty indicative of being aggro. Eight deuce off is a fold. King, diamonds, queen of spades in the big blind. King, 7 spades, that's an open in the hijack. It's an open in the low jack, so it's an open in the hijack. Calling the king queen in the big blind versus a low jack open. We flop top pair. Rainbow board, we have the queen of spades. Our open got through over here. 10-7 is going to be a fold. They bet 2/3 pot. And we are going to keep their range wide by just calling. That ace is not good for us, although it does give us a gut shot to a jack. They bet like 3/4 pot, and I think this is a fold at this point. Folding the 9-6. Ace-10 diamonds in the small blind. Folding the king-8. We are 3-betting this. 4x. 7. We flop top pair on a two-tone go away. 10 jack in the button, on the button. 4-3 offsuit in the cutoff is a fold. You're folding to the cutoff open. It is 1:53. Going to be shutting down this session in about 10 minutes. Jack 8 clubs in the hijack is an open. 10 deuce is a fold in the cutoff. Our hijack open on table 2 got through. Ace king in the low jack, club heart, that's an open. Small blind flats. Ace 6-6 two-tone, we have top pair, top kicker. We bet a third pot. Gets through. 4-3 offsuit in the big blind. Get a walk. Jack 8 in the hijack is the fold. 7 deuce in the small blind is a fold. I'm going to flat this. King 10 is not openable in the... We're going to check this behind. And they bet like 2/3 pot. I am just going to fold it. King queen offsuit in the cutoff. Is an open. Gets through. 10-9 in the hijack. Fold. Eight 5 offsuit in the big blind is basically not defendable. 10-8 suited in hearts in the big blind is. Gut shot to a jack, no heart on the board. Two-tone, no spade in our hand. continue with that the king of spades means we're done. Jack 6 offsuit is a fold. And I am going to set up to sit out my next big blind on both tables. Pocket queens in the small blind. That's going to be fun. Table 1, queen of hearts, queen of clubs. Holding the 5-4 offsuit on the button. New player timing out. 10-6 offsuit and the cutoff is a fold. Bet a third pot with range. Ace king in the hijack. They go away. Pocket aces on the button. That's fun. And we flop top pair on a chicken board. We're betting a third pot with range here. 10-8-3 rainbow. Betting a third pot with range. I'm going to check back. What did they show? King Jack is going to be an open. Pocket nines. Now that is a ridiculous raise. 3-bet. It's three-way action. We have top pair. This plays. We are just calling that. Keep ranges wide. It's multi-way. And suddenly they jam twice the pot. We have a player asking after us. It's not worth it. Stupid play. No point in taking a note because we're going to be done in 2 hands. We're done on this table. Short stack. 12% c-bet, 3 out of 26. I think this is a call. We have one spade on the board. King high, rainbow. Eight out of 18, that's kind of big. I'm just going to let it go. And we're done on this table.